Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. I decided to use an effect today, behind the veil. I hope everyone is doing well. And the title of the video is going to be for Capricorn, Behind the Veil. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. If this is your first time visiting me, I would like to thank you. While you're here, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. By taking this action, you will be helping the channel to grow. Also, take a moment to read my About page so that you can have some understanding about who I am. I will never, ever copy another person's work, nor will I ever copy another person's title. That is because I am authentically me. This work is a part of my bloodline. I thank you for visiting, and I hope that you will return. Please check out my other videos. All are welcome to share his or her story in the comment section below, because your story may be a helpmate to someone else. My channel is a no judgment zone, place for healing in some sort of way. If my video does not resonate with you, please do not try to make it fit your circumstances at all. For anyone else and everyone else that the message does make sense to, take from it what will help you on your journey towards your happiness in every area of your life. Once again, I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. This channel is all about healing, and let's begin healing together. You know, I know a lot of you have been posting that you like my bald head, and I thank you. This is the first time in my life that I have ever been bald head. I was born with a head full of hair. So I do not know what it's like to be bald headed, right? But I feel good about it, and it was necessary. Even when I had my motorcycle accident and my head was peeled from here to here, I was never bald. I said to the doctor, please don't shave my head. He said, I have to do stitches. I have to do skin glue. I said, please don't shave my head. And he just cut around it in the places where he had to stitch me back up. And I was grateful for that. Even though those spots, it was a long journey coming back. However, with the sister locks, the more that they grew from my scalp, the heavier they became. And it made my head feel like it was sore. So I could have cut them halfway off, bob style, whatever the case may be. But I just wanted to do something brand new and start all over. And so that's what I did. And currently I have a situation going on to whereas this side is growing faster than this side. So tonight my husband is going to take me down again, and I'm here for it. You know what I mean? My journey. I have the veil up tonight because we're doing a Capricorn reading, and it's called Behind the Veil. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. I've been in and out, not devoting so much of my time to the platform because I've been working in the background, getting orders out for everyone that placed an order with me. I'm truly grateful. Each order is handmade. Each order, I speak over it. Each order, I let the work do what it's going to do. So with that being said, for everyone with the tea orders, that was rough for me because I had never given the tea recipe out to anyone. and I never will. And for all of you who wanted to know how I kept my energy going, how I'm able to do other things that I'm not going to discuss here, and you wanted the tea, let me tell you, you're getting the tea. So I sent you instructions on how long to boil it for, the temperature, everything. I'm not sure if I'll ever do the tea again by sending it out. And most of you will ask me for it again, but I'm really unsure because this was a little nerve-wracking for me. You know, once at my doctor's office when I had surgery, I said to my daughters, I said, right after surgery, be right there in the recovery room. I need this. I need my tea. They knew what time it was. And the nurses, they said, what's in that cup? Why is it so important? I said to my daughters, no matter how I came up out of the operating room, make sure you pour that tea in my mouth. Do you know, my doctor, he started trying to mimic my tea. Of course, I'm not going to tell him everything that was in it, but it made me bounce back to life, especially when somebody puts you under anesthesia. What works for me may not work for everyone, but this is my tea that I meditate with. This is my tea that I connect to spirit with. This has been in my family for generations, so I'm not sure if I'm ever going to sell this tea again or put it out there again. I'm not sure. I'm going to wait for the feedback that you guys send to me. Like I told you, the tea, before you do it, the instructions that I gave to you over the phone and what's in your packages, you have to go buy it. If you fuck up, that's not on me. True story. It's not on me. And everyone that ordered the tea from me, I let you know that I recorded you because you wanted it. You didn't care. Always remember, come back. No matter where you go to, come back. Let's get to this Capricorn reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. We're behind the veil tonight, let me tell you. We're behind the veil. And excuse me if I don't catch your messages. I don't see everyone's messages. These right here are bifocals. So I don't see everyone's messages, I promise you. And when I start my readings, I am so focused on the reading that I don't get to always look up. So if I miss anyone's message, it's not on purpose. And I do have my husband in the background. I have my daughter in the background sometimes. And I have Dawn in the background sometimes. She jumped in last night, even though she's on a trip. She gave me her time, and I'm truly grateful. And I sent her a message to let her know that I was coming on, but she's on a trip. Let's get to this Capricorn reading. I hope everyone is doing well. I sincerely do. I sincerely do. I always place the camera on the desk so that you guys can watch me cut the cards. You can watch me shuffle the cards. I think that's so important to a reading. I really do. That nothing is handpicked. You know, some readers have the cards spread out. I don't like that. My space has already been cleansed. All of you know who follow me that if I don't have my stuff that's in this bottle, I never do a reading. You don't know me. I don't know you. You may like my energy up here, but you may not like me in real life. I am not spending time with you guys one-to-one to know if I like you or not. I'm not even trying to read your energy up here. However, I may not like you. So anytime I do a reading, I make sure that I cleanse my space so that your energy doesn't stay in my home. And I tell everyone that follows tarot, that follows any psychics, any mediums, to cleanse your home after you watch tarot readings. We are not the same. True story. We are not the same. Some people are soul collectors. Some people are soul collectors. And I don't answer questions. You can book a reading with me on my website. I don't answer questions here every once in a while. If I'm led to answer a question, if my guys tell me to answer that person, I will. But honey, I am not like any of these other tarot readers that's going to throw out an answer to you and lie to you. I need to connect with your energy to answer any questions. Anybody that has ever had a reading with me, no one has ever walked away and said that my readings are negative. I do not, I promise you, do not answer questions up here, not unless my guys tell me to do so. That's not this channel. Some people do that on their channels, and I promise you, they're not giving you accurate answers if they're throwing out answers. It takes energy to build up. We got to connect. So with that being said, I don't do that here, but there are other readers that will do that. But I would just be careful in who answers questions for me. We're going to speak about Capricorns because that's what this reading is all about. We all know that Capricorns are earth signs and they're ruled by the planet Saturn. You know, they are the bringer of dark emotions. They bring the big life lessons and the melancholy to life. So when the moon is in the sign, it can bring with it the need to excel. Whew. Like many of us have to excel sometimes from people that we have spent time with, job situations, family situations, or when it comes to a lover. Sometimes we need to excel. You know, the moon influences people to press ahead. A lot of people speak about the moon negatively when they lack the knowledge of understanding. But when it comes to the influence of the moon helps people to press ahead, set goals, make plans, work harder, and increase their self-discipline. That's all within this Capricorn energy. The moon in Capricorn is a great motivator. So if this is your moon sign, you are likely to be a very self-driven person. You're very determined. You love life and you want to succeed. You are probably someone who is a very high achiever. You know, the Capricorn moon makes you want to manifest all your wildest ambitions to the highest degree. Capricorn, when it comes to new moon energy, stand on it. Use your moon magic. Work on it. Anytime that you have a new moon within your sign, or anytime that there is a new moon, that means it's a time for you to decide in detail exactly what it is that you want from your life. What do you want? What do you wish to have? It's the time to set goals and to start making plans to achieve them. Anytime that we have a new moon, that's when you need to use your energy, your magic, when you need to connect to self so that you can connect to the energy that's all around you. When we have phases of the full moon, remind yourself how far you've already come in life. Because as I said, Capricorns are high achievers. Give yourself a pat on the back anytime that we have a full moon and celebrate yourself because you already have achieved most things that you have set goals for. So before you look towards your long-term goals for the future, remember to show gratitude for what you have. I would encourage everyone to always watch the phases of the moon because you can use the moon's energy for so many different things according to your life, your journey, what you desire to have. I would never focus on the things that I don't want because if you focus on things that you don't want, then you tend to bring those things in because you put your energy on that. And the universe is saying, well, that's more important to you, the things that you don't want. So then the people that you don't want, they start to come back. Things that you've been through, those things start to happen. Right now, we are in a phase. We are in a shift. And I know a lot of people get uncomfortable with speaking about a shift. There's a shift in the universe. Yes, we're going to come to a degree of separation. It's a true story. It has to be that way. We are all going to come to a shift of separation, whether it's within our race, whether it's within our character of who we are. We're going to be put into groups that we would normally not put ourselves in. You attract who you are. You attract how you feel about yourself. True story. If a person has ever said, why do I keep meeting the same girl within a different girl? Why do I feel like I keep dating the same person? It's not them, it's you. That's what you keep bringing in because there's something inside of you that you have chosen not to heal, look into, to try to fix. Vice versa, same thing with women. When you have gone through an abusive relationship, then guess what? That may have been just verbal. Guess what? You leave that relationship alone. You feel like you've healed. And now you're on to the next. Now this one can become physical. It's because you've never cleared that energy. Everything is based on energy, plain and simple. The vibration that you're in is the vibration that you are going to bring into your surrounding. True story. Let's dive into this Capricorn reading first and foremost. I'm going to do a two-part Capricorn reading, and we're going to start with a new beginning reading. Every once in a while, I try to switch up what I do. Many of you who follow me, you understand that I do love doing the 9-card spread. I get attached to it because the number 9 is one of my favorite numbers, which stands for completion. Because every day when I wake up, I completed the day before. So the number 9 is important to me because it stands for completion. Every day I got to be here another day on this journey in this realm. I've spoken to you how myself, I've crossed this life 3 times. And the next time I cross, it's going to be for a little while because this chick is to come back. But I've seen what I've seen. I know what I know. That's why I keep my distance away from people because I'm not ever going to let anyone burn my energy out. This is called a new beginning reading for the sign of Capricorn. This is going to be a 5-card spread, and then we will do another reading for you to back up this new beginning reading. So we're going to have a 2-part reading. I know my readings are long, but I don't plan to be here long tonight. Let me tell you, I'm hungry, okay? I'm hungry, and my daughter cooked a beautiful meal. And you know how you take a forkful and you be like, that's good, right? And that's where my mind is, so I'm trying to clear that energy. But I've already cleansed my space. I cleansed myself before I came to this reading. Let me ring my bell. Capricorn, your journey is going to be beautiful 2026. You're going to take a few hits. There's going to be a few bumps in the road, but you're the Capricorn. You will be able to get out of any situation. Spirit is telling you to stay the course, move forward. Do not give up. Do not give up. True story. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Capricorn. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. This is called the New Beginning reading. Woo-wee. Let me tell you, I did not expect that, Capricorn. And I'm going to take them, although I don't want to, but I always obey my spiritual team. I don't want all these cards, but this is not my reading, so I'm going to take them. We have 5 cards that came out. These 3 shot across. We have these 2 that stayed on the desk over here. My left ear is ringing. Let's see what's going on. We have in other news, Capricorn, and I know you're not able to see the cards that well, and that's because I'm behind the veil. It's time to stop beating yourself up, Capricorn. There may be a situation in your life where you only blame yourself, and that's not fair. When it comes to this, know that everything will eventually work itself out. So whatever you're going through, you're beating yourself up about it, and Spirit is saying that's not fair. The hands of time are changing. They always change by the second, by the minute, by the hour. Spirit is telling you to stop beating yourself up about a certain situation. Stop blaming yourself. And everything is going to work itself out eventually. We have breaking news for the sign of Capricorn, male or female. Breaking news. Spirit says the gift of fertility is upon you, Capricorn. Whatever you are wanting or trying to birth into your reality, Spirit is here to tell you that the time to do it is right now. So this card simply means that continue to meditate. Don't give up on your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your wishes. Don't let go. Hold on. Scorpio had a similar reading. I didn't get this card with them, but the message was similar. They had the Hangman. Don't let go. Whatever it is that you desire is that close. So don't let go of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your desires. You're almost at the finish line. Reel it on in. Reel it on in. You know how sometimes when you go fishing, and especially in that deep water, right? That ocean water, that pole feels a little differently, right? It's not like you're standing on the side of a bank where it's easier to pull in a fish. But now that you're on a boat, you're in deep water, that body gets tired, the arm gets tired because you're working under the conditions of pulling that fish through the ocean, which the current is stronger and the fish can go a lot deeper. and you feel like you're working hard, and you are. If you stop, you may cause that line to break. You have to keep going at all costs. That arm may feel like it's burning. It may even feel like it want to fall the fuck off. But you keep reeling it on in. Don't let go. Whatever this is that you desire to have for yourself, don't give up on your dreams. Do not give up on your desires. Don't give up on your journey because you're at the finish line. In other news, Capricorn, in other news, Spirit wants you to allow love into your life. The door of love and romance is open for you. Let your guard down and welcome it. Spirit says you deserve it. So there is a Capricorn who's clearly not dating anyone, who's not in a relationship. And Spirit is saying that it is okay for you to allow love and romance into your life. It's okay that everything is going to be okay. And the door is open for you when you are ready. Spirit is saying, do not close the door. It's open and you're going to be good. We have this just in, Capricorn. This just in. Your number 4 card. Let go of fear of the unknown. We often fear the unknown because we attract and we are attracted to what's familiar. Spirit is encouraging you to face the unknown with a brave heart and remember that you are never alone. Sometimes it feels like when we're going through a situation that we feel like we can't talk to anyone about, it's not that you don't necessarily not trust them. It's just that you just don't want to discuss what you're feeling on the inside with anybody. Spirit is saying, listen, you have to face this situation with a brave heart. Release what feels familiar. Release why you continue to be stagnant in a particular situation. And when you face this, that means when you face yourself, do it with a brave heart and a reminder that you're not alone. So whereas you don't want to talk to a relative, your significant other, if you're in a relationship, a friend or a coworker, your spiritual team are saying that they are with you. And you can speak to them because they are with you. Do not get comfortable where you are, knowing that you are progressing and you are moving forward. This just in, your number 5 card. This just in, Capricorn. Self-love is just as important than having someone to love you. Spirit says the love you give to yourself tells the universe how you want to be loved by someone else. So practice self-love. True story. When my husband and I started shacking, most of you understand that terminology, shacking, when you move in with someone you're not married to, you're not engaged to, but you're shacking up with them. Listen, I come from the old school. That's what my mother would call it. My dad would call it. My grandparents would call it. But we shacked for a few months, right? When you are in a situation like that, you better be on your game of loving yourself. And I remember the first week of us living together, he said, I never met anyone who grooms their self like you. Do you remember that? He said, I don't know anyone who's not going anywhere and gets up and gets dressed. That's what he said. I said, because I love myself. I love myself. You have to love yourself before you decide to step across anybody's door to share the same space with them. Because if you don't, you can lose yourself. Capricorn, you are strength. Many Leos, people look at them as the ultimate of strength. But there are so many signs who stand for strength, and you are one. Male or female, bitch, you the GOAT. Do you know how many people walk around here and say, I'm the GOAT? Capricorn, you are the GOAT. Love yourself. If you are single, love thyself, honor thyself, so whatever comes towards you will respect the way that you love yourself, and they won't treat you any differently. See, there's a lot of people that have this game confused. There's a lot of people who jump into relationships without loving who they are, and then they get a person who doesn't respect them, and that's because you don't respect yourself. Everything is energy. So if they feel like you are dependent, if they feel like you are not worthy because you don't feel like you're worthy and they feel that energy, they will step all over you like you're a doormat. They will wipe their feet all over you. Capricorn, stand in your strength. You are the GOAT. Love thyself. The universe says the door of love and romance is open. And when you step through that door, know your worth. So that whomever approaches you, they'll be like, damn, that energy is different. Because you are different. Male or female. Nothing to be played with, you know? Seriously, you are the GOAT. At the bottom of the deck, Capricorn, in other news, there will soon be cause for celebration in your life, Capricorn. Spirit says get ready to call up family and friends to propose a toast on your achievements. So you will be celebrating yourself. You will be celebrating accomplishments very soon, excuse me. But listen, when I have something to celebrate, I'm not calling anybody, right? I'm not. They just want to see me when they see me. But for you, Capricorn, if you want to propose a toast with whomever, your time is coming. That's why you don't give up. You keep reeling it in. Reeling it in no matter what. You keep reeling it in. Let me tell you something. I had gone on a fishing trip with my husband, and I promise you, I was not prepared to go on a fishing trip with him. I thought that when he went out on his fishing trip with his homeboys, that I was going to be chilling around Florida, right? That's what I thought. And then he got a call, and he was like, we one person down. So he said to me, you want to go? I was like, I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't have those kind of clothes, right? I had my Florida gear. Let me tell you. You know what your Florida gear is. When you showing that shape and you doing all of that, right? That didn't happen for me. We had to rush to the store the night before. I had to grab some sneakers that was going to keep me steady on the boat. I had to get some clothes because now we're on the boat. And I'm like, dang, I'm the only female on this boat. And we was in the middle of the Gulf, and I'm just eyeing all his friends and stuff like that. And I'm like, I really don't want to be here. So he wasn't not even enjoying himself the way he could have been. And let me tell you, everybody kept jumping in for their spot on the boat. And I'm looking at everything and everybody, and I'm like, babe. And he like, nah, let them have fun. And then caught me a couple of snappers. I was getting it in, let me tell you. So now we're on our way back in. And they was like, you are the only one that didn't fish. He was like, I was letting everybody else have fun. My husband is that laid back guy. So he gets the pole and the rod. We're on our way back in, and that motherfucker caught a grouper about that big, about half the size of my body. See how the universe worked? While everybody was being greedy, trying to take that pole, he got something that everybody else didn't. He caught a grouper. So now the captain, he up at the top, he looking over. Everybody had that eye on that grouper. All I'm looking at that grouper like, oh, that bitch going in my freezer, right? That's how I'm looking at the grouper. I want the head and all. I want the tail. I want everything, right? Listen, my family country as hell. We even eat eyeballs, okay? So, to make a long story short, all the dudes on the boat, they just looking at him like, damn. But that's how the universe works, because everybody was being greedy. Nobody is thinking about him and the portion he paid to be on that boat. Everybody is thinking about every man for himself, when in reality, everything they caught, he could have been like, yo, that shit going in my cooler because I paid for this. But he didn't do that, right? We different. I would have been like, hold up, right? But when we got to shore, all the boats that were coming in, everybody was coming over and they wanted to pay him for this fish. And he was like, whatever. And I'm like, nah, that shit is going in our freezer. And my husband walked away, went to the car and got the coolers, and I'm standing there. And I guess because I'm a female, one of the guys who my husband paid for the trip, he was like, that's my fish, that's my fish, that's my fish. And so the captain was like, hold up. She caught a large snapper. She caught the second to the biggest. The guy was like, nah, I did. The captain was like, nah, she did. So I'm like, damn, these my husband friends. I don't want to make him lose any friends. And I'm saying to him when he's walking back with the cooler, I'm like, yo, your friend over there bugging. But he's trying to pay attention to us getting our fish clean, whatever. So one of his other homeboys was like, just handle that shit. And my husband was like, what's going on? I was like, that's what I was trying to tell you. Your homeboy was trying to take my fish. And he was like, all right. So now you got to tip the deck mate. And everybody had their tip, except for the one guy who was trying to be greedy. And you got to tip the deck mate. So this guy, he broke, trying to take all the damn fish. And my husband was like, nah, I ain't paying that shit. We got our fish. We got our shit clean. We got it bagged up. We went to our hotel room. And we enjoyed the rest of the night. However, he was the last one to fish. And with him being patient and letting everybody be greedy, the universe said, I got something bigger than what they have. And I'm going to post a picture of the grouper. I'm going to post a picture. But he got the largest fish, and everybody wanted to take a picture. People was offering us, you ready? They was like, yo, I'll give you a G for that. And I'm like, nah. People was getting off other boats. Like, how you get that? And he was like, listen, I just wanted everybody to have fun. Capricorn. There's going to be cause for celebration. No reason for you to give up. No reason for you to get comfortable with the thought of not having what you desire to have for yourself. Don't get comfortable with fear. Don't get comfortable with not understanding that you're at the cusp of something big and major, and that you're going to be celebrating with people that you care about, love, and adore Or you may be a person like me and celebrate your win in silence. But whatever your situation is, don't give up. And most people who practice self-love, they never give up anyway. They understand that one last push, or no matter how hard that line feels or how heavy it feels, you got to keep turning, because there's something beautiful going to be at the end. Let's get to this reading. Don't give up. One last push. Just keep going. You're almost there. Listen, this is a Capricorn reading for a male or a female. If the reading is for a male, I will say so. If the reading is for a female, I will say so. But understand that we all have both masculine and feminine energies. We do. Where you stand, you know. This is a Capricorn reading. This is a new beginnings reading. This will be a 5-card spread. This will be a 5-card spread. Capricorns, I hope you're doing well. And if you're a cross watcher, you're here to be nosy, right? Or you may have Capricorn in your chart. Either way, this is new beginnings. Spirit guides, help me to deliver the most accurate message that I possibly can for the sign of Capricorn, male or female. Show me what I need to see. Tell me what I need to hear. Thank you. Oh, that was nice. Let's see. Oh, we got to switch these cards around. Excuse me. First card, second card. My bad. 5-card spread. Spirit guides, what message do you have for Capricorn? Thank you. This is your third card. This is your fourth card. One more card for the sign of Capricorn, male or female. Thank you. For the GOAT. Never forget who you are. Let me tell you. Never forget who you are. It is so unnecessary. We have another card, your number 5 card, and we have 3 bonus cards. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take those bonus cards. Capricorn, this is what you need to focus on. This is your very first card. This is what you need to focus on, right? Distant past. Remember, something is far away. It's long gone. Spirit says, you've been focusing on that. Focus on it one more time so that you can let that situation go, because it happened so long ago that it's almost forgotten. Now, vice versa, the card could also mean that you're trying to put something out of your memory and it's almost forgotten, and Spirit is saying, don't let that memory go. Don't let it go. Do not let it go. But your past, thank you for the rose, your past is affecting your present. Listen, don't get comfortable with living in hurt and pain. We can't change things of the past. Whatever happened, happened, but we can move forward, and we know how to make sure those things never happen again, right? And for someone here, it will take a very long time for you to let go of the past. The card number 2 represents what you do need to let go of. This is what you need to let go of. Let go of this. This is spirituality. And you're like, ooh, I need to let go of spirituality. You need to let go of spirituality to whereas you're trying to control the situation instead of allowing the universe to handle it for you. A lot of people want to be in control, but understand that although you have a great source that's in you, your soul, and we know that you are God body, you're still not greater than the source itself. But you are being divinely guided. You have to let go of control, and whatever it is that you desire to have in your life, for your life, that the universe is bringing it in. You are being divinely guided. Don't try to force anything. Allow everything to happen organically, naturally. And there have been trials in your life, but those trials will make you stronger. And there are some things that's unfolding right before your eyes. Spirit is telling you to pay attention. The number 3 card is what you need to embrace. And the card is sadness. And you're like, oh my goodness, I need to embrace sadness. Absolutely. Embrace sadness. Shed the tears from your soul. Sometimes we have to give it that ugly cry one more time to allow the sadness to be removed from our souls. It's okay to cry. Thank you for that. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let the tears roll down your face. And even if the snot comes out your nose, we call that ugly cry, that painful cry. And it's okay. Shed the tears. It's okay. And release. Release. Let the sadness fuel your ambitions. A lot of people think that when you are so sad that you can't get out of the situation. Thank you so much. I saw you. What is this? I'm trying to look up. Sun goddess? Excuse me, my eyes. I'm 52 years old. Listen, I would love to have laser surgery. I'm just saying, but I'm going to let the universe handle it, okay? But thank you so much. Let sadness fuel your ambition. Whatever hurt you, it didn't destroy you. Whatever made you feel uncomfortable, it didn't destroy you. Whatever was said about you or to you, it didn't cripple you. Let the sadness fuel your ambition. The haters, the doubters, the easiest thing for me to say is fuck them. I always give everybody the middle finger. I don't care who you are. I'm not lying. But make the most out of your regrets. There's something that you regret, but you can't change it. But you can use that regret to stand on it. Stand on it. Because you don't want it to keep hovering over you. And because it's weighing you down. Stand on it, release it, let it go, and let that be the fuel to the next chapter within your life. The number 4 card right here, this is a positive experience that's coming your way. And this is the tipping point. Capricorn, this is the tipping point. Listen. Everything can change all at once, just like that. Everything can change just like that. But there's something that's about to happen, and you need to be prepared. And there's an urgent action that needs to be taken. So whatever it is that's been on your mind, that nagging feeling, whatever it is that you've been thinking about, and you can't make heads or tails of it, Spirit is saying something is going to need your urgent attention because you're at a critical point in a situation. And that critical point is where we began. Something that you can't change. It's either you let it go or you hold on to the sadness, the hurt, the pain. But Spirit is saying, I got you. Release. Sometimes people carry that baggage with them forever. But you must release. The number 5 card, this is a potential challenge for you. And that's a clouded mind. And I actually don't like seeing this card, the clouded mind, because You know, the mind will sometimes play tricks on you. True story. The mind will make you think that you saw something and you actually didn't, or you heard something or believed something that wasn't true. So the mind will play tricks on you. It will cause confusion. That's why we have to clear the mind to focus. And when you start clearing the mind, that's when you have to make tough decisions for yourself. Nobody can make these decisions for you. The universe is here to guide. But ultimately, you have to make the decision for yourself. When you meditate, that's all you. That's a decision that you made to meditate, to bring something into your existence. It's your choice what you're going to meditate on first, or 3 or 5 or 6 things all at once. And the universe hears your petition and brings it forth, as long as you believe it. But you need to quiet your mind, because there's a lot of things going on up there, and the mind can be overwhelming. Spirit wants you to quiet the mind and allow your soul to speak. We can all hear our souls, just like we can hear the ego as clear as day. Sometimes when I'm on my motorcycle, right? And I'm a night rider, right? I wish I had a car named Kit, but I would ride late night. And my kids, I would let them know, hey, I'm about to ride 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, who is up for the ride with me, so that they can get in their car and follow me? And I would say, when I'm ready to get in, don't get in with me. Let me just go. So they be like, all right. And I always have to tell them that, because if I'm doing 100, they may do 100 in their car. True story. So I let them know before we pull out the driveway, look, we going to ride nice and smooth. But if I feel like hitting it, I'm going to hit it. If the police get behind me, I'm not stopping. I'm just going to keep going. I'm all gas, no brakes, let me tell you. I got scars to prove it. But I need to ride. That's what clears my mind. Meditation doesn't do it for me. But when I get on my motorcycle, that's my meditation. When I get on my motorcycle, and when I'm on my motorcycle, the ego is like, all right, you at 80. Go ahead and go up at 90. And you like, nah, I shouldn't do that. Then you hit 90. The ego be like, all right, do 100. See, because on my bike, there's no govern. You understand what I'm saying? It's no govern. So then, now I'm at 100 and it's feeling good. And then the ego will be like, look, girl, do that 115. Then you just lay down on it, right? That's what the ego tell you. But then my soul is like, don't do that. You can get yourself in trouble. And you push the soul to the side, and you allow the ego to rule the roost. That's what happens when we have a clouded mind. So allow your soul to speak to you. The soul is never going to tell you to do anything wrong, because the soul doesn't want to be hurt. It doesn't want to be bruised. The soul wants to have smooth sailing, because it will always be with you in this life and in your next life. The soul never deteriorates. But the ego, ooh, that thing will. And it doesn't mind being bruised. It doesn't mind being hurt. And the ego gets you in trouble all the time. True story. So there's a Capricorn. There's a lot going on in the mind. But the universe is saying, calm the mind, so that you can hear the whispers of the soul. My grandfather is Kahari Indian, right? And we from right here. And as a child, he would teach us many things of the spirit. And a lot of times, you people, I say you people, get it confused and you like to get up here to speak about God. I don't knock anybody's religious beliefs. And you threaten me with your gods. And we not slaves. A lot of people are still slaves of the mind, but I've never been one. So I'm telling you to free the clutter, to free everything that's in your mind. Release it. I know it's easier said than done, but look at these butterflies all around this person, because this person has released everything that can't be fixed. See, the mind holds on to pain. The mind holds on to things that was. It was past tense. But in order to move forward, you have to let go. And one thing that my grandfather would do with us, he would make us listen. Listen. He said, you'll be quite surprised what you hear. When my mother's sister passed away, when I was in the 5th grade, we were at the burial site in North Carolina. And we all got quiet because you can hear. All of a sudden, my mother ran like a bat out of hell, jumped in the car, and I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And she was like, did y'all hear that? And I'm like, Mom. And my aunt sang the sweetest melody that we all could hear. My mother was so shocked because we had just put her in the ground, and my mother had put a gold chain on her neck, and she wanted to stay there so that the guys that buried my aunt would not come back to get the jewelry. And guess what? Some people are grave diggers, and they will wait for the family to leave and only throw a little bit of dirt, and they will dig you back up, and they will take your watches, your jewelry, and everything. I'm telling you. But we always stay at our family's burials until the end. We do. Because in our family, we bury them with a peace that's symbolic to what's going on, to keep a connection. So, release. You have to start unpacking the baggage from the mind. And so many people do it in different ways, but do it in a healthy way. Me getting on a motorcycle is unhealthy. It's unhealthy. I just said to my husband, he has a cruiser, and that thing is heavy as fuck for me. And I said, I'm getting on your bike. He was like, I don't care. Now that thing like 1,000 and something pounds. When I'm riding it, right, I'm good. But as soon as I got to stop, that thing heavy. It's a cruiser. And I'm on my tippy toes, right? I guess he said, if you break it, you buy it, right? Nah, he's not one of them. To him, it's whatever. But clear the mind. Find a healthy way to clear the mind. It's necessary because there's something major that's about to happen for you, Capricorn. So start clearing the clutter. We have 3 bonus cards, okay? And the first one that I see is reconsider. Now, there's something that you're like, I'm letting go of it. It's taking too long, and Spirit is saying, wait a minute, reconsider. Reconsider of letting go. Because there's something you're like, it's taking too long, I'm letting go. But Spirit says, reevaluate. Reconsider what you've been thinking about. Consider going in a new direction, because maybe the way that you were trying to bring it into fruition wasn't working. And Spirit is saying, reconsider a new plan. And then take the proper action to bring it in. But evaluate every thought and action. Because remember, you can't ask for something and then doubt. You can't ask for something and have no faith. You can't ask for something and not even believing that you can have whatever it is that you desire. Because if you don't believe it, why should the universe deliver it? Because you don't even believe you can have it yourself. So you need to reconsider what is possible. And everything is possible. We have the bride, Capricorn. We have the bride. Listen. This is good that I put this veil up, right? Because behind the veil, we got to clear that clutter from the mind. But we have the bride. You know, your love life is ascending. And that's because the door of love and romance is open. If you are in a relationship, your relationship is going to get better if you choose to work on it with your person. If you are single, your love life is ascending. You know, a situation involving marriage could come into play because Spirit is saying you deserve it, if that's what you desire to have. But there's someone here who's about to enter into a partnership, right? Now, the third card is entangled. Listen, entangle. Capricorn, it's time to release you feeling like you're just stuck in a rut. Like you're in a repetitive cycle. But the only reason why you're in a repetitive cycle is because you keep putting yourself there. 1 minute you believe, then you don't. Then you believe, then you don't. So you're making yourself go around and around on this merry-go-round. Clear the clutter from the mind. Listen, there is no easy exit strategy because everything desires work. Self-love is work. To love thyself is work. You have to love everything about who you are. And you know, when I first began these channels, I would tell everybody that you have to embrace all of you. Do you know I could care less how a person thinks about me? Listen, my weight goes up and down by choice, right? I eat a lot of candy. I have an addiction to sugar, and I'm working on it. I don't care how a person sees me, male or female, because the way you look at me has no bearings on the way that I look at myself. You may think you look better than me, but I know I look better than you because I love myself that much. And my mother taught us that when I was a kid. She taught us self-love. And I know nothing else but that. True story. I know nothing else but that. If my head would bow down, she would stick her hand right here and let it be known, I don't want to see you like that. Lift your head up. I don't bow to anyone. And to all you bitches that be trying to take my content, I'm coming for you. And I'm telling you, I'm coming for you. Spiritually. Listen, I can't keep playing with people. At the bottom of the day, well-deserved ascension. And that's what this was all about. Lifting the veil. This is ascension. This is you transforming. Releasing the clutter, releasing the baggage. Stop holding on to things that you can't control. Stop trying to force. You have to rewrite the chemistry within your body. You are the author. And you get to write what the next chapter is going to look like for you. You are the author of your own story, of your journey, true story. If I could tell you some things, but I'm about to write a book. So I can't discuss it any more than what I've been doing. But let me tell you, you are the author. You get to control the narrative. I promise you that. I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. You get to control the narrative. You really do. You get to control your life. If certain things happen, that's all energy. You got to make it not happen. If you don't want it, don't think about it. If you don't want it, don't think about. Never think about the things that you don't desire. It makes no sense. You know you don't like strawberries. Why are you thinking about them? Boop, they're minute. That's something minor. Don't think about it. Don't give it another thought. You like blueberries? Focus on the blueberries. Release the strawberries. You don't like them? There's no need to talk about the things that you don't like. You don't need to discuss the things that you don't like. I don't like the way he looks. That's not necessary. Why are you discussing it? A lot of conversations are unnecessary. That's wasting energy. That's a waste of energy. I promise you that. Never focus on the things that you don't desire. Only focus on the things that you do desire. This has been a beautiful reading for me for the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, your next journey is totally up to you. Where you want to go, what you desire to have, is totally up to you. Bring it to you. Bring it to you. Bring it to you. I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. I thank you for the gifts. I thank you for the time that you spent here with me. I know my readings are long, and time is the one thing that I value the most, because that's something that we never get back. So I am grateful to each and every one of you who sat here for the reading. I do personal readings on my personal website that is not associated with social media at all. You can book a reading with me, right? Because I'm different over there. I'm different. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sun Goddess. I'm different when I do personal readings, I promise you, right? Because I'm nosy like that. I like to dig and dig and dig, you know? And I'm trying to change a few things up. My husband be like, listen, you got to let the people talk. I'm like, nah, let me just get it off my chest, what I see, what I'm feeling, the message that I'm receiving. Let me do all of that first. And then you can ask me anything you want. I'm not that psychic that want to dig. I don't want to dig. You know how they be lying? And you be done told them your whole life story before they can give you a reading. No reading there. It makes no sense. You done told them your whole life story. What you on the phone for? Now your time is up. We don't do that over here. But I thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the new followers. I see you. I'm still trying to get up readings. Still have some in the back. I'm still trying to post them. But I am Empress Real 1584, the Good Witch. And I send to you nothing but love and light. Good night.